Now to the third point of our discussion today, which is the buying process and how the decision of purchasing is made. We will start by the consumer decision process. That process starts by need recognition, then information search, then evaluation for alternatives, and purchase decision, then post-purchase behavior. So 5 steps. The need recognition occurs when the buyer recognizes that he has a problem or a need that's triggered by internal stimuli or external stimuli. After the person discovers that he has a need, he should think about searching for information. He may think about personal sources or commercial sources or public sources of information. So he may ask the family or friends, or he may check the internet for searching, or he may go to the mass media or the consumer organization. There is also experiential sources that are handling and examining and using the product itself. The third step is the evaluation of alternatives. So how the customer processes the information to arrive at a brand choice. Now he's ready for the purchase decision. So he acts to buy the most preferred brand. After the purchase decision is made, now we are in the post-purchase behavior, which is satisfaction or dissatisfaction. And we all know that satisfaction and dissatisfaction are a relationship or a gap between the customer expectation and the product perceived performance. So the more the gap, the more the dissatisfaction. So if the gap is large, the dissatisfaction is more. And if the gap between the expectations and the performance is less, this means the customer is satisfied about the product and he may come to buy again. This means we are keeping to build good and profitable customer relationship by providing the customer with the satisfaction that he seeks. So now we will know how the business buyer makes decisions. The decision trip starts by problem recognition, general need description, product specification, supplier research, personal solicitation, supplier selection, order routine specification, performance review. So there are 8 steps. So the first step is problem recognition. When somebody in the company knows that the company needs something to buy. So when we know that there is a need, we start to write general need description. That describes the characteristics and the quantity of the needed item. After that, we start to specify the product, which describes the technical criteria of the product. So now we know what we need and we have written detailed specification for it. So now let's go to the 4th step, which is supplier search. In that step, we compile a list of qualified suppliers. Then we go to the 5th step and we ask them for proposals. So now we know what we need and we have written detailed description for it. So we start now by the supplier selection and we evaluate the proposals that are coming from the suppliers and negotiate with preferred suppliers for favorable terms and conditions. Then we prepare the final purchase order with the chosen supplier and we include in it all the terms and the conditions that we have agreed about. The last step is a performance review, which involves a critique of supplier performance through the purchase terms. So today we have talked about the business and the consumer markets and the behavior models of each one of them. We also have talked about the factors affecting in the decision making of the purchasing process.